is calling. Summer fades behind. The morning air is colder than it was a week ago. A little touch of autumn is beginning now to show. The camper starts its engine beside the quiet lake. The summer days are leaving, but new memories will wake. The mountains rise before me beneath the fading blue, and every winding mile feels like something new. I look into the mirror one final time behind. The lake is getting smaller, but stays inside my mind. I'm leaving summer behind, but I'm taking it with me. Heavy road beside the water, every morning by the trees. I'm leaving summer behind as the autumn colors grow. Sometimes saying goodbye is how new journeys start to show. Green trees turn to amber along the mountain road. The first leaves touch the windshield as the camper carries on. A little cabin window appears beyond the pines, a warm cup waiting somewhere in another quiet life. The summer sun still lingers across the distant hill, but autumn's cooler morning has begun to settle in. We never really lose the places we move on from. They become the songs we carry long after summer's gone. I'm leaving summer behind, but the memories remain. The lake beneath the sunlight, the warm and gentle rain. I'm leaving some summer behind for another road ahead, where golden leaves are waiting and new stories can be said. The lake disappears, the autumn road begins. Take me down the autumn road, where the golden leaves unfold. The road bends through the forest, where the summer green has changed. Golden leaves are glowing and the mountains look the same. The camper moves so slowly beneath the amber trees, while leaves fall on the windshield and dance across the breeze. The road climbs toward the valley, then disappears from view. Every turn reveals a world of orange, gold, and blue. There's nowhere I need to hurry, there's nowhere I need to be. The road itself is giving me everything I need to see. Take me down the autumn road where the golden leaves unfold. Every mile is telling me a story worth being told. Take me down the autumn road through the mountains and the trees. Let the cool October wind carry all my worries free. Wooden fence runs beside me, covered softly by the leaves. A little creek is flowing through the valley underneath. The sunlight finds the branches and turns them into gold, like 1,000 little lanterns shining through the cold. The camper finds a clearing where the road begins to bend, and beyond the distant hillside I can see the journey's end. Maybe every road we travel changes something in our hearts, and every season teaches us that endings have new starts. Take me down the autumn road where the golden forests shine. Every quiet mile reminds me that this life is truly mine. Take me down the autumn road until the evening comes. I'll follow where the leaves are falling beneath the autumn sun. The leaves keep falling, the road keeps going. Coffee in golden trees, a quiet autumn day. The camper rests beneath a ceiling made of gold. The morning air is cooler, but the coffee keeps me warm. The leaves above are glowing in the soft September light, and every little shadow feels peaceful and alive. I set my cup beside me upon the wooden table, open up my notebook and let the morning settle. No engine running, no road beneath my wheels, just the sound of autumn and the way this moment feels. Coffee in the golden trees, warm sunlight on my face, a quiet little morning in a beautiful old place. let the whole world slow. Sometimes all we need is this, and nowhere else to go. A little breeze comes drifting through the branches overhead. A few leaves fall around me like words that have been said. The mountains rise beyond them, blue against the sky, while birds move through the forest and disappear nearby. The coffee slowly cools down, but I don't seem to care. There are moments worth remembering just because they're there. Maybe peace is waiting in the pauses we ignore, in a cup of coffee and an open cabin door. Coffee in the golden trees, stay with me today. Let the autumn sunlight find another way. Coffee in the golden trees, I'll remember when I'm gone. The quiet and the golden leaves, and the soft September dawn. The coffee's getting colder, the forest keeps glowing. Beyond the pines, there's a cabin waiting. The road becomes much narrower as the forest closes in. Tall pine trees surround me where the autumn leaves begin. The camper climbs the hillside along a gravel lane, and suddenly the cabin appears beyond the trees again. Golden leaves are scattered across the wooden ground, a little chimney smoking with no other sound. After all those miles, it's good to finally stop, to hear the quiet settle and let the road go soft. There's a cabin beyond the pines where the autumn colors shine, a little place to rest a while at the end of the winding line. There's a cabin beyond the pines where the evening settles slow, with a fire inside the window and nowhere else to go. I open up the camper and carry in my things. The evening air is colder, but the cabin warmth begins. A wooden chair beside the window faces toward the trees, and somewhere in the distance I can hear the autumn breeze. The coffee starts to steam again beside the cabin door, and suddenly this quiet place feels like I've been here before. Maybe home is not a building, maybe home is is how it feels when the world becomes much quieter and something inside you heals. There's a cabin beyond the pines where the golden sunlight shines. I'll remember every autumn road that brought me to this quiet life. There's a cabin beyond the pines, and the evening waits outside. I'll stay here until tomorrow with the mountains by my side. Beyond the pines, the cabin glows. Golden afternoon, keep the road alive. The afternoon is shining through the amber trees. Golden light is falling across the autumn breeze. The camper rolls along the road beneath the sun, and every little mountain turn feels like another one. The forest opens slowly and reveals the distant blue, a valley filled with autumn stretching out into the view. The day is getting shorter, but I don't want to turn. There's still a little sunlight and another road to learn. Golden afternoon drive, take me through the trees. Let the autumn sunlight move across the breeze. Golden afternoon drive, keep the road ahead. I'll follow every golden mile until the daylight ends. The leaves are flying past me like little sparks of flame. Every winding corner never looks the same. A wooden fence runs beside me along an open field, and all the colors of the fall are slowly being revealed. The camper climbs the hillside, then the valley opens wide, and for a moment everything feels peaceful deep inside. There are roads that take us somewhere, and roads that simply let us feel that the world is still beautiful, and every moment real. Golden afternoon drive, stay with me a while. Let the autumn mountains keep me driving mile by mile. Golden afternoon drive, when the evening comes I'll remember all this sunlight long after the day is done. The sunlight fades, the road turns gold. quiet roads at dusk. The day is letting go. The last light touches softly the tops of autumn trees, while shadows fill the valley and settle with the breeze. The camper moves so slowly along the winding road. The evening starts to gather around the mountain slope. The golden leaves are darker than they were an hour ago, and every passing mile feels quieter and slow. The road is almost empty, the daylight nearly gone, but I don't mind the darkness when the journey carries on. Quiet roads at dusk take me through the trees, where the final light of autumn moves gently with the breeze. Quiet roads at dusk, let the evening come. I'll follow where the road goes until the daylight's done. The valley turns to blue now, the mountains lose their gold. The air becomes much colder, the night begins to unfold. A cabin light appears beyond the forest bend, a little warm reminder that the road is near its end. The camper slows beside it and the engine fades away. Another autumn evening has quietly found its place. Some roads are meant for daylight, some roads are meant for night, and some become more beautiful when they disappear from sight. Quiet roads at dusk stay inside my mind. Every golden mile behind me leaves a memory behind. Quiet roads at dusk, tomorrow brings the dawn, but tonight I'll rest beside the place the road has brought me on. The road grows quiet. The evening settles. Under an autumn sky, the whole world is quiet. The cabin lights are glowing behind the wooden door. The camper rests in silence where the autumn leaves are stored. The fire is almost faded to a handful of warm light, and stars begin appearing across the endless night. The trees are standing quietly against the midnight blue. Their golden leaves are whispering the song I never knew. The day is finally ended, the road has gone to sleep, and everything around me feels peaceful, still and deep. Under an autumn sky where the stars begin to shine, I'll leave the road behind me and let the night be mine. Under an autumn sky with the mountains standing near, I'll remember every road that brought me to this year. The coffee cup is steaming between my tired hands. The cold air moves around me across the quiet land. The moonlight touches gently the cabin roof below, while little leaves keep falling in the breeze that starts to blow. I think about the summer and the lake I left behind, then look toward the autumn hills and feel completely fine. Every season takes us somewhere, every road becomes a song, and every place we leave behind still travels with us on. Under an autumn sky, I'll keep this night with me. The golden trees, the cabin lights, the mountains and the breeze. Under an autumn sky, when another season starts, I'll carry all these quiet roads forever in my heart. The stars keep shining, the leaves keep falling. The morning comes again, the leaves are on the ground. The morning air is colder than the mornings before. Golden leaves are gathered around the cabin door. The camper waits beside me, ready for the road. The forest has grown quieter beneath its autumn coat. One final cup of coffee warms my hands today, while sunlight finds the treetops before it fades away. I know another road is waiting beyond the mountain bend, but every place we've stayed becomes a story in the end. Until the leaves are gone, I'll remember this place, the golden autumn morning and the sunlight on my face. Until the leaves are gone, I'll carry them with starts its engine and the cabin fades behind. A few leaves cross the windshield like little notes in time. The road descends the mountain through the ember trees. The final leaves are falling in the cool November breeze. I look into the mirror and watch the cabin fade, but everything I found here will never disappear. Seasons come and seasons go, that's the way they have to be. But every road we travel leaves a little part of me. When winter finds the mountains, I remember autumn's gold. The cabin beyond the pine trees and the stories that they told. Until the leaves are gone, I remember every mile, every golden afternoon, every quiet autumn smile. Until the leaves are gone, the journey carries on. Another road is waiting beyond another dawn. The leaves keep falling, the camper keeps moving. Another season waits. Where the leaves begin to fall, the season changes. The first leaves are falling across the mountain road. Golden pieces drifting like memories I know. The camper moves so slowly beneath the changing trees, while autumn sends its colors floating through the breeze. The summer green is fading, but something new has grown. A different kind of beauty is beginning to be shown. Every leaf that touches ground reminds me not to hold. Every season has its moment before it turns to gold. Where the leaves begin to fall, I can feel the seasons change. Every color on the hillside looks completely rearranged. Where the leaves begin to fall, let them drift across the road. Some things are beautiful because we let them go. The road becomes a carpet of amber, red and brown. The mountains stand above me while the leaves keep coming down. The breeze moves through the branches with a soft familiar sound, and every falling leaf seems to turn the world around. I pull beside a meadow and watch the forest sway. The autumn sky is wider at the ending of the day. We spend our lives collecting things we never but nature keeps reminding us that letting go can bloom. Where the leaves begin to fall, I'll remember this somehow. The beauty of a changing world that asks me to slow down. Where the leaves begin to fall, I'll keep driving through the gold, knowing every ending makes another story unfold. The leaves keep falling, the road keeps changing. October by the fire, the night is getting cold. The evening air is colder than the afternoon before. Golden leaves are scattered around the cabin door. The camper rests beside me underneath the pine, while a little fire is burning in the fading evening light. A coffee cup is steaming between my hands tonight, and the cabin windows glow with a soft and amber light. The forest has grown quieter, the daylight disappears, and somehow the silence feels better this time of year. October by the fire, golden leaves around my feet, a little warmth against the cold, a quiet place to breathe. October by the fire, let the evening slowly fall. There's nowhere else I'd rather be when autumn makes its call. Begin to flicker as the night grows dark and wide. The pine trees move above me with the cool wind passing by. A few leaves cross the firelight, then disappear from view, like little autumn memories that never stay too long. The mountains turn to shadows beyond the cabin wall, and every sound becomes so clear when autumn starts to fall. Maybe colder nights are beautiful because they bring us near to little fires and quiet rooms and moments we can hear. October by the fire, stay with me tonight. Let the flames keep glowing in the cool autumn light. October by the fire, I'll remember when I'm gone. The cabin and the golden leaves and the quiet forest song. fire keeps burning. October settles in.